All right, close protection top-up training. Do you have to do it? And the most frequently asked question is, why are some 3 days and other courses are 5 days? Answer the first question, yes. If you want to retain and or renew your close protection license, then yes, you have to do it. Obviously, if you want to retain your license, you don't have to worry until renewal date, but upon renewal date approaching, you should get it done. Why are some courses 3 days and some 5 days? Quite simply, it's a bit of a long answer, to be honest. I'll do my best to keep it brief, although, as you know, I'm a bit of a waffler. The short answer is it's the same course. However, some of the training providers have put in framework so as to reduce the time that you spend at a training center. However, you will still have to give in the same amount of work that you would have to on the 5-day course. The reason the company that I represent, the Security Academy, has decided to do the 5-day course is because of the concern that that people will have done their homework, if that's what you want to call it, but not to the required standard. And if that's the case, that means that the instructor will then have to spend time with them, perhaps one-on-one, perhaps a small group, and go through it all with them so as to get it up to the required standard. That obviously causes an administrative issue, additional administrative costs, and it's just all in all a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. So we've stuck with the 5 days, safe in the knowledge that whoever comes to the training program can sit there and look, I'll be honest with you, some of you are going to find it a little bit boring. Learning how to suck eggs comes to mind. That has been said by a few of the candidates on the courses, but it's the legislative framework that's been put in place by the Security Industry Authority, and as such it has to be adhered to. As much as we may not agree with it, it has to be done. So to summarize, yes, you have to do it. If you want to do a 3-day course, you can. Yeah, obviously that reduces the time you have to take off of work, but ultimately it doesn't reduce the amount of time that you have to, spend working. And it has to be to a specific standard. What you probably find is that, and this won't apply to everyone, and this is not to say anything negative about other training providers at all. Never would that be my goal, genuinely. I would never do that. But I think what's probably going to happen is that those doing the 3-day courses are going to find candidates or students coming forward with substandard work and having to do it again, or finding out too late or much later in the process that it wasn't up to standard, and then having to get them back in. So in order to mitigate that, we've stuck with the 5 days. So that's what it is. Yes, it is 5 days in a classroom, unfortunately, some practical, some theory, followed by a series of exams to ensure that learning has taken place, and that's it. You have to have prerequisites. You have to have a minimum level 3 first aid at work, in addition to the new active counter-terrorism certificates. There are 2. One is orange and one is blue. If you have those and your first aid certificate, you're fine. If not, upon joining the course, you should be given the links to do the active counter-terrorism training, which is online. All right, so that's that. Hope that answers that question, or those questions. Bye-bye.